What a good, y'all. We back with another video. So tired as always. But I just helped the neighbors take the stuff out of the house. I mean, they came here to take the stuff out, like the carts and stuff. They got a couple more things to take. But before we get into it, make sure to subscribe, because why not? If you haven't checked my community post, go check it out. I mentioned how there's a video, a lady by the name of Chedges there. Yeah, I just go watch the videos, give her some words of encouragement, because why not? We're still gonna subscribe, like I said, and we're almost just to 310. It's crazy because I checked out the YouTuber, like, big YouTubers channel, and they have like less video than I do, like more subscribers. And you could only ask, how the hell did that happen? I mean, I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure how it happened, but it was crazy. But today's a sad day. But before we get into that, let me just say how my cousin, my mom's younger sister's daughter, any day she can give birth, any day. But today is today we actually celebrate about 16 years ago, when I was about 9 years old. We was on vacation. We were actually in Puerto Rico. My grandmother's house, my dad's mother's house. There's some big house. And he was getting sick, getting worse and worse throughout the day. And I remember one afternoon, something like that, I see him and his mom was just sitting there staring at the cabinet, the dishes he had. And I wanted to go in, but I was just never, he might get mad, because when you're really sick, of course, want to be alone. So I just didn't go in. So then the next day at night time, uncle in the house, auntie in the house, or whatever kid would do. We're all in the living room watching TV. All I remember was my mom, dad, obviously, they obviously just, and they leave out the door. They go to the hospital, stay in the hospital for like a couple of days. We got certain news, different news, like, he's about to come out, etc. He might do surgery, etc. Whatever kids would do, right? So fast forward, one day, like afternoon, of course, mom knows she's in hospital, so she come home. She's just crying, she's just crying. So to put me, my brother, and my sister all in one room, and she give us news that, he passed away. So, of course, we all start crying together. Big bro and older sister, they go visit, and they get the news as well. Again, we start going. So then, fast forward, to the funeral, and so do the funeral, do prayers and stuff like that. And it was weird because, how I guess, because the funeral we was in, since pretty good after hot. Like the main area was cool, and then the room he was in was really cold. After they do the play, whatever they would do, people just leaving by themselves. All I remember was just going in, being in for like a couple minutes by herself. Big boy, I guess, just saw me, so he just took me out, walked me out of there. And then that was that. So then after that, they do the cemetery. And that's it. One thing that I can say I learned from that was being peaceful, very peaceful. Like, he was so peaceful. He wasn't a negative person, a drama person. He didn't like negative energy. He didn't like people cussing around him. None of that. He just didn't like fighting. Boy, that nonsense, he just didn't like it. You know? And I'm just the same way. You know, he was always in church, going to church on Sundays. And, you know, he never, you know, of course, like, he wasn't able to, like, really be part of something, but, you know, he was, of course, part of the church, you know, he was going. And, you know, just to see that, you know, obviously 16 years he's gone, it's just like, that's like mind-blowing. That's like, wow, that's way too long. Take 16 and times how many days in a year. That is a lot. Another thing is that, you know, once you pass, like, that since we were obviously so close, you know, when he passed away, like, just that love just basically left. You know what I'm saying? Like, and once he passed, like, I just put myself on myself, like, so on myself. And then, you know, got over, you know, just got used to just feeling that way. And I remember as we were heading to Puerto Rico, you know, he would at least wake me up to get some snacks. And then after that, you know, we came home by ourselves, you know, and nobody just did that. Everybody just did what they had to do. They forgot about me. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. That's when I knew that thing would be bad from there. So, yeah. Yeah, gone but not forgotten. You know, like I said, I could definitely take something from what he did, because the guy, he was good, You know, he's always working. You know, before he got sick. Never liked to argue. Like, my mom wanted to argue with him, he just let her argue by herself. And he would never cut her, never cut. If he was just like, say, give her a different name, he would be like, ma'am. Like, ma'am, like, leave me alone, ma'am. Leave me alone, ma'am, leave me alone. My mom, for some reason, just hated that. Someday we'll meet. But for now, I'll keep him in mind. As always do as you do. Because why not?
Dile que tú eres mía, mía, tú sabes que eres